Well, welcome back to Coffee and Crypto, episode number 13. Yo, we are on a move. My name is Vincent Owens, the #1 cryptocurrency host in the world, alongside my brother, Travis Pitch as well, the #1 cryptocurrency coach in the world. Travis, how you feeling, bro?
Man, I'm feeling blessed, bro. It's just been nothing but supernatural occurrences lately flowing in my life. Yeah, I feel amazing, bro. How about you?
That's a supernatural collar you got on right there, man. Is that Gucci or what is that?
We keep a little bit of Gucci, a little Louis.
All right, let's get it, man. So, so look, I got some bullish content for y'all today. If y'all are ready for this information, listen, and if you're just catching this on YouTube after the recording, if you guys are seeing this on YouTube, make sure you click the subscribe button at the bottom, click that notification bell, and that way you don't miss any updates with Coffee and Crypto. So with that being said, let's jump straight into this bullish content, family. So the very first video, hold on one second. The very first video that I'm going to actually play for you all, you already know, I got a couple videos I got to play. All right. The very first one I want to play is this one right here. Okay.
Today is my colleague, Michelle Bond, our head of global government relations. We're here today to talk about a very timely topic, the state of digital asset regulation around the world, and in particular, the importance of regulation that really recognizes the differences across digital assets. So before we get started, Michelle, tell us a little bit about yourself. You have such an interesting background.
Thank you, Monica. I appreciate that introduction. Well, first of all, this is the most exciting place for policy. I think the fintech space is the hottest area for policy right now, which is really exciting. As far as my background goes, I am a lawyer by trade, and I've worked in various aspects of the law. I worked in global law firms, and I worked for the U.S. Senate Banking Committee, for the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, and then I've transitioned now back into the private sector. So I think joining Ripple has just been really amazing, because Ripple is a global company that's very akin and just used to working with regulated entities, financial institutions, payment providers, and Ripple works in the regulated, the existing regulated framework, which is very exciting. Thank you, Amy. Thanks for having me here today. I'm very pleased to talk with all of you about this exciting space. I am the global head of government relations at Ripple. Ripple is a really interesting company. So we are in the blockchain space, as you know, and what we're doing is we've created a frictionless experience for customers to transfer value across borders. So basically, money can move across borders the same way you can access information on the internet today. So that's basically our business proposition. The way that we do that is by using a digital asset. It's called XRP, and XRP is the third largest cryptocurrency after both Bitcoin and Ethereum. And essentially, it's more scalable, it's more efficient, it's more cost effective, and it's really built for payments. And it enables a cross-border payment to occur within 30 seconds, as opposed to 3 to 5 business days using other networks that are out there.
And now I want you to listen to Michelle Bond introduce herself in a video that was uploaded just in the last 24 hours.
I guess I should introduce myself first. So I ran regulatory affairs for Bloomberg. I was counsel on the Senate Banking Committee. I've spent my entire career working on policy, and I was a lawyer at the SEC after leaving private practice. So that's a little bit about me, but Sigal,
okay.
You.
Hold up. Hold on. Welcome to Coffee and Crypto, the #1 cryptocurrency morning show in the world. I'm your host, Vincent Owens. Listen, it's about to get really bullish today, guys. I told you did not want to miss this call, man. Listen, that lady right there. All right, that lady right there. First off, let's go back. Let's go back and get her name, right? Let's go back and get, that's Michelle Bond, right? So that's Michelle Bond. So I'm gonna show y'all something very, very interesting about Mrs. Michelle, right? Let me show y'all something interesting about Michelle Bond, right? Let me show y'all something interesting about this lady, all right? First off, she said she was a lawyer for the SEC, all right? Now she's head of, I believe, what is she? Affairs, what is it at Ripple? She deals with all the legalities, right? So she's also in this courtroom, I'm pretty sure, as they're going through this lawsuit with the SEC, which was her last company, right? Now, check this out. Something I noticed about her as I'm scrolling down, all right, she doesn't have any type of information, all right? She has this old thing where she was 2 years at the senior counsel at the SEC, head of global regulatory for Bloomberg, global head of policy for blockchain, board of advisors for Securrency, CEO of Association for Digital Asset Markets. But do y'all see something that's weird? Does anybody see something that's weird? Can y'all point it out to me? Can y'all drop it in the chat box? Thank you, Pam. Global head of government relations, right? I don't see that. LinkedIn is, you're supposed to put all your stuff. This is your resume. She doesn't have that. Global head of government relations at Ripple. That's not here. And I believe that was a little, a little weird. All right. So I wanted to just point that out for you guys real quick, that they never mention Ripple. They never mention XRP, right? And there's a reason for it. Right? There's a reason why the news doesn't talk about Ripple. There's a reason why the news doesn't talk about XRP, right? Yeah. And if they do talk about Ripple, they don't talk about XRP, right? So let's keep digging. Now, today, what I really want to talk about, again, we're still in ISO 222. All right, we're still focused on regulation. We're still focused on the legal, the side of crypto that's going to be around, that has that real utility. But I want to play this real quick. Now, today's segment for me, I'm going to focus heavily, all right, follow one course until successful. I'm going to focus heavily on a company called Fireblocks, all right? And I want you guys to really, really, really pay attention to what we're going to go through. We're going to transition from literally February February all the way up until now. So watch this quick video.
There's been so much hype about, institutions getting into blockchain and cryptocurrency. Just from your perspective, what are some of the pain points for institutions who want to get into the crypto space? I imagine it's not always a completely smooth process, right? Where are some of the biggest challenges or just, pain points?
Yeah, I think that yesterday I talked with a CEO of one of the biggest, former CEO actually, of one of the biggest banks, and his comment on that was that the biggest issue is that they know that they don't know which questions they should ask, right? So I think that the first, they don't know which questions they should ask, is that they know that they don't know which questions they should ask.
So just stopping there, I wanted to play that 3 times because a lot of these big institutions, they don't know what questions they should ask. So right now, they're asking the questions. And so that right there shows you that if you are interested in getting into the education space with crypto, listen, you're in the right realm, right? We're about to have the opportunity, if you position yourself properly as someone who is an expert in this space, you'll have the opportunity to be able to sit on some of these round tables in the next near future, right?
Right. So I think that the first and most important step right now is actually a lot of education that has to go into the senior leadership of those institutions. And as you all can probably imagine, a lot of those institutions sort of deliberately restricted the access for both their middle management and senior management to basically being exposed to the technology and to the asset class. And now they're basically caught up into this in terms of they understand that the train is sort of leaving the station and they need to catch up, right? They understand that the train is sort of leaving the station and they need to catch up, right? They want to be on that train. They understand it's important. They see the client demand coming up. And one of the key things over there is really first and foremost education and making sure that they're up to speed, right? If someone someone never transferred a Bitcoin from Coinbase to his personal wallet, then there is a key sort of education that needs to be applied. Once that happens, I think that the second step is really for them to get sort of like, a multidisciplinary alignment, right? So they need a lot of people in the company to understand and to sort of, lean into this. It starts from clearly technology, right? Because the technologies need to implement, to operations. The operations with this asset class are fundamentally different. And then, of course, compliance and legal, where they actually need to change a lot of the procedures and risks and liabilities that they have to basically provide services or to participate in this market.
So big banks are starting to enter into crypto. What you think about this, bro?
So I found something very interesting that he just said. Rewind that back 20 seconds.
Heard.
Need to implement, to operations. The operations with this asset class are fundamentally different. And then, of course, compliance and legal, where they actually need to change a lot of the procedures and risks and liabilities that they have to basically provide service.
He said compliancy, legal, risks. So one thing that's interesting about those statements is that our boy Jay Clayton, actually the person who levied the lawsuit, who was the SEC commissioner, before stepping down a couple hours after he levied the lawsuit against Ripple, he actually is on the advisory board for Fireblocks.
And I'm gonna actually have some content for that. I got some content for you guys. So we're gonna get into that, right? We're gonna get into Jay Clayton, but
he knows a little bit about that.
Let's keep pushing forward, right? So Fireblocks acquires stablecoin payments platform. Now this happened February 16th of 2022. You got to understand that these companies, they can't do it alone. So I told you all, collaboration, rich people, wealthy people collaborate. They find out, hey, what am I good at? And bring that to the table. And what I'm not good at, I'm gonna shut up and allow the person that's good at it to be the expert. Poor people want to be the expert at everything, right? And so that's something that I noticed. And so Fireblocks acquires, right? So they're in an acquisition state, stablecoin payments platform First Digital, right? So that first thing right there. And so as we go through a little bit of this document, right? Through the acquisition of First Digital, Fireblocks plans to expand support for business to business, business to consumer, and cross-border payment options, via USD coin, USDC, right? Via USDC. So what does that mean? What does that mean, right? Cello and other stable coins as early as the spring. Fireblocks CEO Michael Shovel told Cointelegraph these services will be delivered through a suite of tools via APIs that will provide an easy way to implement transactions, treasury management, and compliance. Now, these guys, all right, they've raised $799 million, all right, back then over several financing rounds, right? And they're pushing to valuation of $8 billion. Well, crazy thing about it is they finally done it, right? So Fireblocks now, this just came out June 7th, this article, that now they are now Checkout.com launches a 24/7 stablecoin settlement in partnership with Fireblocks. Merchants can now accept payments made through USDC and convert the funds directly into fiat currency. So the one thing that I noticed is that they keep talking about USDC. They keep talking about Circle, which we know, all right, is ISO 222 partner, which we've talked about on this quite a few times. Right now, here's the thing. Let's go look at this. Rebranded in 2012 as a cloud-based payment solution, Checkout.com has pivoted strongly into digital assets and Web3, having entered into partnership with major crypto players, including Coinbase, Crypto.com, FTX, and MoonPay. As reported by Cointelegraph, the company closed a $1 billion Series D investment round in January at a valuation of $40 billion. All right. Listen, man, this is happening right here, right now. So let me go to my Twitter, right? So I got a few things to show you guys. So I got a lot of information. Wait, I ain't gonna show y'all that. I got a lot of information, right? So first thing first, this was on Fireblocks Twitter. Checkout.com is the first PSP to launch automatic fiat to stablecoin conversion for the merchants. We know Checkout.com is huge, powered by Fireblocks, right? And we got to understand that the pilot has settled 300 million in USDC. FTX official is among the first to leverage the new service, right? So let's keep going. In emerging markets, people are really looking at crypto as a means of accumulating wealth where the traditional banking system isn't serving them because crypto offers them 10x the value. Fireblocks VP of Payments, Rand Goldie. Now I want y'all to pay attention to this picture right here, right? What's something that you guys see? They have to give it to all the big names. You got Fireblocks. You got Cindy Young from Ripple. You got Matthew from Stripe. Yo, the narrative continues to play out, and they put, and this is Money 2020 conference. This is the Money 2020 conference in Europe. If you guys notice, these conferences are not happening in the United States. They're happening in Europe. They're happening in Brazil. They're happening in islands, right? It's happening everywhere besides the US. Now, something else that I noticed about Fireblocks is they're really focused on Web3. And what they're really focused is being the #1 place in space where people can go and build, developers, not people, but developers can go and build their DeFi projects, their GameFi projects, and their NFT projects. They understand how big the Web3 space really is, right? And so that right there was really amazing for me, right? So let's keep going, and then I'm going to get ready to pass this over to my main man. You already know, Travis, right? But let me show you guys a few more things, right? So first video I want to show you guys, all right? I'm gonna show you this video. I'm pretty sure Travis probably had this video up his sleeve to show you, but I'm gonna show you this video because it's important, because it leads us to talk about Jay Clayton, right? Which is important to know about. So watch this quick video.
If you were advising Gary Gensler right now, or the SEC or Congress, what would you be telling them?
Do exactly what you're doing. Put the issue out there. Now let's get, and we've done this in the past in this very complex ecosystem, let's get people around the table to discuss this with that rigor. Let's not decide what's good or bad. And I think Chair Gensler's done a very good job of outlining 6 things yesterday that need to be looked at. This was just one of them. Let's, before we make any proposals, before we make any judgments, get people around the table to discuss exactly what you and I were just discussing.
Okay, but let me ask you this. If you're an investor today, public investor in Robinhood, for example, or you're a customer of Robinhood, but do it as an investor, would you be telling them this is an existential threat that has a high degree of likelihood of effectively killing this business, or at least this business model as it's known today? Or would you say, you know what, I've lived in Washington long enough, I've been around the hoop, this isn't really going to happen?
Look, you know that I'm an optimist, and you know that I believe in this country. One of the great things about this country is we do have due process and open debate around these types of issues. Regulation is almost always an existential threat to businesses.
Hold on, listen.
Is almost always an existential threat to businesses. Types of issues. Regulation is almost always an existential threat to businesses. That's why we do these things in an open and deliberative way. And I believe that in an open and deliberative way, people will be able to make a choice about the type of business model that they select.
Hey, Jay, can I?
Travis, you got anything for that, bro? Hold on, you muted. You muted, brother.
Yeah, I do. It's actually hilarious to me that he says that we're doing things in an open and deliberate way. Because Ripple came to them in an open and deliberate way years ago. Same thing with a company called Library. You guys can look into a company called Library. They also wanted to work with the SEC. You can go on their Twitter and they talk about how you should not cooperate with the SEC. You should not come in and talk to them. So it's just kind of funny how they double speak.
And he's the former chair. You know, Gary's the chair today. So I mean, I'm gonna be real with y'all, right? You think they not working together.
They're working together.
Oh, but they're working together. There always has to be good and bad. There always has to be, you know, a right and a wrong side. There always has to be that bipartisanship in anything, you know.
Antagonist and protagonist.
Exactly. Antagonist and protagonist. I mean, it's in the Bible, you know, you got the devil and you got Jesus, you know what I mean? Or God, or you know what I mean? So it's understanding that that's going to be in every single story. And if that's not there, I don't know if the story can actually be trusted. So check this out. Former SEC chair, and a lot of you all know about this. This happened back in 2021. The SEC chair, Jay Clayton, dropped down from the SEC and he joins the crypto firm Fireblocks. Now, this is this guy right here, right? Same guy we just saw. All right. And so if you guys don't know about that, you want to definitely make sure that you go and research what happened within this. All right. But I want to keep this pushing forward, right? So Fireblocks, this is their website, right? This is their website. And right underneath company, you know, how it all began, you know, in 2017, the infamous Lazarus Group,
Back from the dead.
Okay, hacked into 4 South Korean exchanges and stole $200 million of Bitcoin. All right. So that's how this began, right? 2 things became obvious during that investigation, right? The shift in motivation of cyber criminal from hacking traditional finance to digital assets, and the complexity of the lack of solution for securing digital assets in an enterprise environment. Now, this is back in 2017. They stole $200 million worth of Bitcoin. I think that could be a part of, that's big enough to be a part of, somewhat a part of that collapse that happened in Bitcoin in 2017. I mean, you know, that right there alone was a part of that collapse outside of other things as well. Right now, let's keep going. All right. Fireblocks in 2019, you know, Fireblocks launches out of stealth mode with a $16 million Series A. You know, then we'll keep going. We'll keep going. Right. 2019, Ernst & Young grants SOC 2 type certification to Fireblocks, right? Let's keep going. April 2020, 30 billion. Fireblocks surpasses 30 billion in digital asset transfers. Let's keep going. Right. Oh, wait. They opened 2 new offices in Singapore and Hong Kong. Same places where FTX and Crypto.com are from, right? Same places. Hold up. Let's keep going, right? Fireblock launches the development of a new freely available multi-party computation algorithm, right? Again, that's nerdy stuff. Let's keep going, right? September 2020, 150 billion, exceeds 100 customers, right? 150 billion in digital asset transfers. October 2020, right? They opened offices in Germany and France. So they're continuing to expand. They don't care about the SEC lawsuit. Let's keep going. $30 million Series B, led by Paradigm, another big player, right? Then look at this, 133 million by Ribbit and Stripes. Let's keep going. These people are investing. These people are giving them money. Let's keep going, right? August 2021, Jay Clayton, former US SEC, joins Fireblocks advisory board. They put this as their big highlight on this. That's huge. They were excited about this, right? This is what they needed to put the pieces of the puzzle together. And now, January 2022, they had a $550 million Series E. Series E. They had a $550 million Series E funding round, right? Guys, this is big. Look at this. Zero. They announced this, zero to crypto. That was the title of this, from zero to crypto, right? Capital Partners and Spark Capital. Now, I want you guys to know who Spark Capital is, because I told you guys that this company is focused on Web3. They're focused on the gaming world. They're focused on DeFi, right? So let's go look at who is Spark Capital. Who is Spark Capital? Hold on. Spark Capital was founded in 2005 by these people. All right. This is who it was founded by. Let's keep going, right? Spark Capital. Let's get in there, right? Let's get in there. Let's get in there. Ooh, companies. Hold on. What is this? What's going on? Oh, so these are the companies that they fund. These are the companies that they back. So they back Twitter, they back Slack, they back Coinbase, they back Discord, they back Plaid, they back Oculus, they back Fireblocks, Snapchat, Tumblr, they back eToro, Cruise, they back Trello, they back everybody. Oh, Wayfair. Oh, wow. Postmates. Let's keep going. Smile Direct Club. Let's keep going. They back everybody. They put money into all these companies, right? So understanding that, right? And we can keep going. It just keeps going, right? It just keeps going. But let's go to crypto. Who are they backing in crypto, right? These are the companies, right? A lot of these we ain't even heard of. Some of these we ain't never even heard of. So I would recommend that you go and do your, but then another thing is fintech, right? Fintech, financial technology companies. These are the companies that they're backing. Clover, right? So this is, look at it. Oh my God. I thought that said Tranglo. I was like, yo, this is crazy. All right. So this is Spark Capital. All right. So last thing that I have, and I'm going to pass this over, is if we keep scrolling down, all right, you'll see who are their board members, right? Who are their board members? We keep going, and there it is. Their regulatory advisor. He's not just an advisor, he's the regulatory advisor. They cannot lose. This company cannot lose. This is it. You want to really focus in on this. Who is this company backing? Who is this company? Who's building? What Web3 companies are building their technologies on top of Fireblocks? Guys, without further ado, I want to bring up my main man, Travis. I know it got super deep in the rabbit hole today, but I appreciate y'all for sticking around. If y'all enjoyed that, light up the chat box, light up the comments, and make sure you guys subscribe. Click the bell and turn on those notifications, because you don't want to miss any updates. Let's go.
Let's go. So today, I want to stay bullish on our favorite cryptocurrency, which is XRP. They've recently had some massive partnerships announced, and we're not gonna wait too long to get into it. We're gonna just dive right in. So the Ripple net is a key, but Ripple joins forces with Lunu for crypto payments for luxury products. That's why I got on my Gucci shirt today. We got on my Gucci shirt today. But anyways, Ripple joins forces with Lunu, a Berlin-based crypto payment provider that will allow luxury retailers to accept digital assets as a means of payment. So let's find out more today in our latest Ripple news. Now, there's one key thing that I'm going to talk about. One key thing that I want to see if anybody can understand what I want to talk about in this clip. And if you hear it, put it in the chat. So to the European luxury brands like Fartech, Steven Stone, and Off-White, which is huge in America, Off-White, Virgil Abloh, Icon, enabled customers to pay in digital assets. Ripple joins forces with Lunu now to allow for luxury retailers to accept digital assets as a means of settlement, so all customers can pay their bills this way, both in store and online by, this should say, using Ripple's liquidity hub. Did anybody get it? Did anybody get it?
It's heavy right now.
It's heavy right now. Liquidity hub. That is going to be a huge, huge, huge thing. There you go, Mo Crypto. But anyways, they're using luxury retailers. Now, not only are they going to be able to use, you know, Fartech, Steven Stone, and Off-White, but they're also going to be many, many other luxury companies. This is an article from NASDAQ.com. Balenciaga to accept Bitcoin crypto as payment. So Balenciaga is a fashion house owned by the same brand as Gucci. So Gucci goes deeper into the metaverse. So not only do they have a metaverse that they're entering into, they've bought land in different metaverses and build stores. They're selling NFTs, but they also accept cryptocurrency. This is an article from Forbes. They're also accepting cryptocurrency, a preview of the future. But I also want to get into, so this is my favorite part of this segment right here. Louis Vuitton Moet Hennessy owned watchmaker Tag Heuer to accept crypto payments. So we know that Louis Vuitton has a partnership with one of our favorite cryptos.
Louis Vuitton, Louis.
And that crypto just happens to be, hold on one second. This crypto happens to be VeChain. Now, VeChain has a very strong balance sheet. They have 1.34, almost $1.34 billion in cash. They have another $1.3 billion in Bitcoin, ETH, and VeChain, and another 90-odd million dollars in stablecoins. So that is a very strong balance sheet. They're very solvent. But my favorite part is this right here. And this is, you can see this is from the VeChain.org website. They have, hold on. Can you guys see the bottom of my of the picture?
Now click that X. The
Okay,
X
that's what it is.
Click that. There you go. Oh, it exited out. Oh,
okay, well, anyways, you can see that they have strong independent developmental capabilities with professional compliance guidance of strategical partners, PwC, which is PricewaterhouseCoopers, and DNV. DNV is an international shipping company. They do freight and large ships, large freight ships. So they've partnered with them to get strategic guidance, and that has allowed them to establish partnerships with leading enterprises, including Walmart China, Bayer China, the BMW Group. We're going to skip those, and we're just going to go to our favorite one, which is Louis Vuitton Moet Hennessy.
But Bayer and Bayer is a healthcare company, so you know what I'm saying. So Bayer is big too. That's crazy.
Those are monsters. So Louis Vuitton owned watchmaker Tag Heuer is accepting crypto payments. They have a partnership with Louis Vuitton with VeChain. Now, not only are all these other luxury companies accepting crypto, Chipotle just announced that they will accept cryptocurrency in their United States stores. Now, they are going to offer around 98 currencies, including Bitcoin and ETH, and customers will be able to pay in crypto for 3,000 Chipotle restaurants in the United States. So we're going to continue on with VeChain just for a short bit. This is just something that I found when I was looking for the balance sheet and the Louis Vuitton photo. Today, they just announced a $100 million deal. They're going to be doing marketing for UFC. VeChain Inc.'s $100 million marketing deal with the UFC franchise. So the reason why I brought all this up is I wanted to just show you guys the real world use cases that are currently occurring in the cryptocurrency space. We're able to now buy luxury goods. You can go and get Chipotle. You can buy a luxury watch. There's a very rapid development of cryptocurrency acceptance. But also, I wanted to go over one more major Ripple partnership that has occurred. Well, actually, two more major Ripple partnerships that occurred. Sorry. Vince called me this morning. He was like, Trav, have you ever heard of Novatti? He's like, man. I was like, yeah, I got this video, bro. He's like, I got this video. I want to show you about it. He's like, bro, I can't get nothing by you. But he's like, I'm gonna let you cover this. So I want to show you guys this quick video. I'm gonna let you show you guys this quick video. Real quick.
Hey, that's true too. Hey, you can't get nothing past Trav. I called Trav this morning, like, bro, I'm bullish. I said, this he said, me too. I said, man.
Novatti has recently announced two deals around your stablecoins. Talk us through it.
We've been able to announce partnerships with both Stellar and Ripple, two of the major cross-border blockchain networks, both based out of Silicon Valley and both with very high market capitalizations relatively.
Start that over, Travis.
Ripple we've done a lot of work with in the past for cross-border.
Novatti has recently announced two deals around your stablecoins. Talk us through it.
We've been able to announce partnerships with both Stellar and Ripple, two of the major cross-border blockchain networks, both based out of Silicon Valley and both with very high market capitalizations relatively. Ripple we've done a lot of work with in the past for cross-border payments, and Stellar we had started on a blockchain program with them a number of years ago, but now we're really bringing it to life. So we're building a multi-chain stablecoin service, initially on both the Ripple and Stellar chains. And in fact, what's a great thing is both Ripple and Stellar are largely funding the development work and even some of the marketing work that we do to get our stablecoin service out. So the stablecoin will be a dollar for dollar backed Australian dollar stablecoin. So we are a licensed company. We will be running our funds in trust accounts. And then we've got an Australian dollar stablecoin named AUDC, somewhat in line with the nomenclature of the US stablecoin USDC.
I know Novatti has recently
UDC, somewhat in line funds in trust accounts, and then we've got an Australian dollar stablecoin named AUDC, somewhat in line with the nomenclature of the US stablecoin USDC.
I know
named AUDC, somewhat in line with the nomenclature of the US stablecoin USDC.
I know Novatti has recently announced two deals around your stablecoin services.
Somewhat in line with the US stablecoin USDC. He just gave it to you all right there. What do you think about that, Vince?
Listen, man, I think it's bullish, and I got something to add if you don't mind.
Go ahead, bro.
Perfect. You already know I'm ready. So if we go directly on Novatti's website, your partner in payments, and we scroll down, here's their distribution partners, right? You got Payment Source, you got ePay, right? Some of these companies, you know what I mean? You're not going to know it about it. And Novatti, they're out of Australia, right? Now, if we scroll down, remittance partners, it never scrolls. Why they got partners? It never scrolls. It runs on RippleNet. There is no other remittance partner. This is who it is. Then we scroll down, payment partners. Hold on. Alipay, UnionPay, BPay, right? But hold up, I got something else for y'all. Card issuing, Visa, There ain't no other partner. Visa, like you got Apple Pay up here, but then let's go down. Technology partners, ConnectWise. You got IBM. Y'all so stellar. All right, we gonna let Stellar roll back through just for my YouTube audience, right? We got Zero, right? We got Zero right here, right? I would be writing all these companies down and just going and looking. If you're really trying to get bullish, right? That's what we do. When we talk about getting in the rabbit hole, it's a headache. You know what I mean? It really is. It's damn near a headache, right? So these are their partners. Then these are your industry partners. They got blockchain, FinTech Australia. They're partnered with Salesforce, which we talked about Salesforce on this call before, right? The Environmental Protection Agency. I believe that's who that is, right? EPA, the Environmental Protection Agency. And there it is, Stellar Technology Partners. We know what Stellar does. We know what XRP does. We know that this company is utilizing both of those technologies. Let me tell y'all something. There's nothing else that you need to know. These are the coins. This is where you should be investing. And this is where you should be locked in with majority of your focus.
And I'm going to go right into one more major Ripple partnership that was just announced a couple days ago. And then we'll wrap it up. But give me 1 second. Okay. All right. So I talked about this previously in a video in one of our other shows. And I'm going to bring up this article to show you guys the misdirection, the propaganda that occurs on a regular basis in the crypto space. It says Warren Buffett invests $1 billion in Bitcoin-friendly neobank. So the veteran investors firm sold $1.8 billion and $1.3 billion in Visa and MasterCards respectively. And he reallocated it into a company that's also actually called Nubank. It's actually called Nubank. So this partner was just announced June 3rd. Ripple-based remittances are now available to 54 million customers per new Bex's partnership. So BexPay, a Ripple user, has now announced yet another partnership, bringing Ripple remittance services to over 54 million Latin American users. BexPay will now be in charge of transactions made through NewPay, Nubank's online e-commerce payment system. This means that BexPay will act as a payment intermediary for Nubank's 54 million customers. Now, Brazil-based Bex Banco, which processes cross-border e-commerce payments for millions of customers, joined RippleNet in 2017 to connect with member banks in North America, Europe, and Asia. Now, Bex Banco is actually also a partner of Santander, which is a Ripple partner. But we're going to go a little bit further into Nubank. Brazil's Nubank partners with Remessa Online to offer international money transfer service. So we're going to dive into Remessa Online. This is Remessa Online's website. You can see it's clearly written in Brazilian. We're going to take a little bit of a scroll, and right here, we're going to find exactly what we want to find. Remessa Online runs on Ripple, folks. So we can clearly see the misdirection, but now they've announced the partnership. It doesn't really.
Ripple is a beast. I'm gonna be real with you. Ripple, when you run on Ripple, they don't just put Ripple. They say runs on Ripple. Like it ain't running on nothing else. It's runs on Ripple. Like they are possessive. I like that.
Portuguese. Sorry, Mrs. Willie. You're right. Portuguese.
I like that.
I agree, Billy. I agree.
I like that, right? Listen, I like that. I like that they're possessive. Personally.
XLM too, man. Real shit. XLM and that lobster wallet. MoneyGram, like you ain't even gotta go to Walmart to send money to your family across seas, bro. You can go right on the lobster wallet and go to MoneyGram on the lobster wallet and send the money from home. Let's go.
Let's go.
And they wonder why we're so
bullish. Let's go.
Nerds.
That's my fam right there. Let's go, man.
I love y'all, man.
I love you too, Mo Harvey. Let's go. So look, y'all already know what time it is, man. Listen, that is, all right, that's it. Make sure you guys subscribe. Click the subscription at the bottom. Make sure the notification bells on, and let's keep this thing rolling. I appreciate y'all.